Hi guys, I recorded this episode out of nowhere, but I got the inspiration that how to manifest things or just basically tricks to manifest something. And I personally feel that this is not something that is very rigid for person to person because each individuals has their own, I would say, method and what really works for them. And this video, I think it's more on the journey that you have to discover when it comes to manifestation as well. I do believe that a lot of, I don't know, spiritualists or coach mentors, life coach, or anyone that you can name their figure. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm talking about, but you can name everyone that for example, like maybe Joe Dispenza or whatnot, about the way the technique, about all of this manifestation technique and stuff like that. But first thing first, you have to know yourself first. You have to truly audit yourself. You have to truly make a review on yourself, what works and what doesn't really work at all for you. Why? Because if you're not having like a really clear type of history of how you get things in your life, most likely you're gonna follow the wrong path that actually it didn't really work best on your motive. It doesn't work best on your favor, I would say. Because here's the thing, one person might be able to manifest something by speaking upon it, by speaking to other people, but the other person can receive their own manifestation just by doing it. Or another group of people can receive their own manifestation because they sit down, they visualize something while they are closing their eyes, and then while doing that, while visualizing, blah, 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 while visualizing that, they're also chanting what they manifest that could also happen. And then there's also a group of people that basically just visualize things while closing their eyes, and for a few moments they will get it. So that's really the thing that you really need to, I would say, you had to really document, you had to really look into yourself about what really works for you and what not, and not being influenced by whatever people is telling you to do. Why? Because I can't force what really works for me to you, and I can't really force myself to work what's really best for you, because we're all different human beings. We're all in a different state of flow. We're different soul beings. Even we have different upbringings, we have different circumstances, we have different gifts, blessings, different ancestors. Even maybe some of us have like a really similar type of ancestry or coming from the same roots and stuff like that, but we're still a different individual human beings. So we cannot make the manifestation techniques like one size fits all. I do believe that these people that are really, displaying and almost like campaigning about certain techniques really want you to try it, but also at the same time don't forget that you may be different with them. One person can be really auspicious in their own manifestations because they are doing it while writing something on the text. Or maybe the other person, they had to go through, like, for example, like this, they had to write the script on paper, they had to sit down, they had to visualize what they've written in that paper, and then they had to chant it, which is a really different type of approach and a really different type of manifestation technique that they had to go through, right? So I I don't think manifestation technique is something that has to be fitted into one category, but it really depends on you, which techniques, which methods that works best for you. So to really putting a specific manifestation technique into a pedestal and belittling other techniques into the lower type of classes or status, I don't think that's a really good thing. Because again, let's see manifestation from a perspective where you also grow within yourself. You grow inwardly. You try to heal yourself, maybe you try to put aside something that is really negative. You try to take off any unnecessary skeptical or negative thoughts, negative mindset that really give you a bad and negative energy or something else like that. Because come on, what works for me maybe don't work for you, and what works for you maybe don't work for me, and that is okay. um I believe that when you box something, when you only focus on one thing, everything in this world, when you only focus on one thing and you hold into it and you're not trying to explore about other things, you're almost like becoming a slave to it. You're not trying to be more open to the possibility that may add something to your own spiritual journey. Because again, manifestation, law of attraction, law of detachment, and everything about that is a human experience and a soul experience as well. So don't forget that it's not something that you had to figure out right away. For some people, they figure it right away since the early age. But for some people, they had to really discover it through painful dynamics, a lot of life experiences, and stuff like that. So it's really different from person to person. So you gotta be careful about it. Again, coming back to what I'm trying to talk about in the very first place, please do not try to make a specific manifestation technique as the best one or the goddess one. I don't think that's a really good thing. The thing that I really want to say to people is make sure that you explore everything, you see and you track record mentally about it, and then you moved on when things are not working for you. You might be visiting it again in the future to test it out again and again. But don't forget about the other possibilities as well, because you don't want to get stuck in this life. You want to do something, you want to achieve something, you want to be the person that also receiving the fruitful and sensual opportunities in life. So that's it. I think that's all that I want to say. Thank you for sticking out with me despite I'm almost forgetful about this channel, because I don't know, for the past few months I didn't have a lot of things that I really want to talk about this, and I am afraid that this channel is going to be really monotonous and I couldn't really give you the insights and takeouts on what you really need to pay attention to in terms of in life in general. So I'm trying to do the best as I can, and suddenly I just got this message from, I don't know, but for me personally, I think this is really important for you to explore and discover who you really are. And I hope this is also one of the messages that you can really feel awakened that, oh, it's really okay for me to explore a lot of things before you put your feet into it, before you devote yourself into it. So yeah, I think that's all. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hype up this channel, because I do understand that you guys always gonna be in a place where you are trying to be more and more spiritual and more receptive in whatever lives will gives you for. So I think that's all for me. Again, thank you so much. Bye.